Hey guys, and today I'm going to be doing a video talking about Rick Grimes for The Walking Dead Season 9. So, this one is going to be discussing how I think Rick will exit the show in Season 9. Now, I did one for Maggie, and now I'm going to be doing one for Rick Grimes. So, this is going to be probably the most important thing that happens this season for The Walking Dead is that Rick is going to be probably either killed off or he's going to leave the show, most likely killed off. So how will Rick die this season or how will he leave? So, let's discuss that in this video. So, I want to start off with saying I think he's going to die. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying I don't think Rick's going to die. I think something else is going to happen. It could. It really could. He could get, I don't know, taken by, the helicopter. I know a lot of people have been theorizing that. Or, captured by another group or something like that. I know a lot of people have been predicting that. But me personally, with all the stuff we've been hearing about Andrew Lincoln leaving the show and how, he announced it at Comic-Con and all that kind of stuff, it seems like Andrew Lincoln is probably going to be killed off in episode 5 or 6. Mostly probably episode 5 though. So, yeah. So, the first way I think Rick will die, and this one is kind of, like, this is something a lot of people have been saying, and it's kind of been around the internet, is that, Rick gets stabbed. So that's one a lot of people have been saying. Rick gets stabbed by a whisperer, and he ends up dying, because they can't save him in time. That one is kind of a good idea, I guess. You could see that happen. Maybe the knife is, has zombie blood on it or something. And that's how they introduced the Whispers. Now, that would be pretty much the equivalent of, if Rick, had, his head on the spike or whatever, like in the comics, like they did with Ezekiel and Rosita. Now, will Rick get his head, chopped off and put on a spike or whatever, like in the comics? That's what the Whispers do to Ezekiel, Rosita, and a couple others in the comics. Will they do that to Rick in the TV series version? Now, I do know that a lot of people are predicting that. I'm predicting that's not the case, and I think that option is probably just a no for me. I think Rick getting stabbed is honestly a better possibility. Another thing, too, is that I feel like if he gets stabbed, I feel like they could really, give us some time, and Rick could share his last moments with, some of the characters, and they're realizing they can't save him, and they're all upset and stuff. That is the kind of death I wish we would get for Rick, not a quick death like I feel we're gonna get, but I could be wrong about that. So, that is the big way I know a lot of people think he could die. Another way is just getting, there's too many zombies and it gets eaten alive. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying that's what apparently happens in the episode. So you have to kind of, you have to focus on that one quite a bit. If Rick saves the others by risking his life and getting eaten alive by a huge herd to let the others, survive, that would be heroic, and I do think that would be a decent way for Rick to die, because it wouldn't be as bad as seeing his head on a spike or something, but it would be brutal. It would be brutal to watch, and I don't think people would like that very much, is really what I'm trying to say. So, I think that is a possibility, but we'll have to see. So, I know other people have been saying he just gets bit, and then they kind of, say goodbye to him as he's bit, like Carl style type of thing, which is pretty much the last option, dying-wise. And I really think out of these options that Rick could die in, I do like the one where Rick gets stabbed and kind of bleeds out and stuff and they can't save him. I think that one is a good idea. I think that one really does fit, and maybe he starts hallucinating and starts seeing Shane or whatever, and that's why Jon Bernthal returns for Season 9. I do like that idea quite a bit, actually, but, we never know. So, I know a lot of people have been saying, could he just leave with Maggie and they both leave, just kind of whatever. Right now, the two are not agreeing with each other, so I don't really think them two would really go anywhere, just the two of them. I don't think, just to make a real, idea for this, I don't think Rick's gonna get taken by the helicopter people or anything like that. I think we're probably looking at either Rick risking his life to save the others and getting eaten alive by walkers, or probably getting stabbed by Whisper One, because you do see a scene in the trailer where Rick is down like this, and you got the others who are kind of running and, kind of running towards him and running towards what's ahead of him. So, we could definitely see that as well. So, that is my Rick video for you guys. I think to make a real, bet on it, I think that is probably the way Rick will die, is getting stabbed. but I could be wrong. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and check out the Blu-ray right there. Check out my Blu-ray review that I posted yesterday for The Walking Dead Season 8. That looks really, really cool up there, too. So, yeah, you guys can see that right there. Really, really awesome stuff. So, yeah, if you guys haven't picked up the Blu-ray for Season 8, that is out. So, really cool stuff. I love that cover so much for this year. Could not pass on that. Definitely not. So, yeah, I did see a couple other versions too, PS, before I end this video. I did see a couple other versions. There's a Best Buy version. There is a Steelbook version, which I was kind of considering. And then there was a, the regular DVD, and then there was a Walmart edition. I was really considering the Steelbook, but I'm not a fan of how the discs are, like, on top of each other like that. I'm really not a fan of that. And I don't know, I wasn't a big fan of the artwork. I liked the Carl one that's on the back, but I'm not a big fan of the front cover, because it's kind of, I don't know, it is cool with the Rick versus Negan, but it's kind of photoshopped, and it's, I don't know, the coloring is, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it, but, because I have seen a couple reviews online of that one. It's okay, but I wanted to get the original one, because I like that cover quite a bit, and, all that stuff too. And I just want to add, the features on that, I finished watching it last night. There's really not that many features on that Blu-ray. There really, really isn't, and I'm really disappointed in that. But I've been kind of watching a little bit of Season 8 there, so I don't know. It was a pretty decent set. I got it for $50, and it's pretty cool. So there's the yearly set for The Walking Dead Blu-ray. So anyway, guys, write your comments on how you think Rick is going to exit The Walking Dead this upcoming season, which, of course, comes back October 7th. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.